there was so much interchanging emotions in such a short span of time. And we're back for more League of Legends champion theme musical deep dives. For this video, we are gonna take a listen to the ghostly trio of Viego, Gwen, and Kindred. Shout out to Polska Herobrine for this recommendation. Hello, I'm Lion Might. I'm a composer, music producer, and violinist for over 25 years. And if a professional musician's expertise interests you, you're in the right place. Now on to the music. Viego, the Ruined King. Okay, starting from piano, then sudden orchestra, then immediately music box sound. Damn. From medium to huge to suddenly tiny. Range. And that harmony is very interesting. Dun, 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 dun. That does not qualify as a traditional triadic harmony. That sounds very modern, definitely. Wow, beautiful and emotional, kind of like a Chopin or Beethoven piano sonata. Wow, so much pain, drama, and anguish. You know, especially that cadence from the piano leading to the orchestral sounds with that bass drum entering and accentuating the entrance of the orchestra. Wow, there was so much interchanging emotions in such a short span of time. Now, this is very cerebral, very contemplative. Conflict and pain. Dread and innocence, and maybe a little bit of longing. Mendelssohn, Chopin, oh my god, so much classical style drama right here. so much modulation. I'm fascinated by this musical technique that was used. In the beginning and in the middle, we hear this non-traditional harmonic dun 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 dun. It's off the tonal center of the harmonic key of the piece, and it is somehow kind of like signifying an emotional escape, trying to get out of the center, trying to get off the key, off the center, but then eventually devolving into a dramatic, on the key emotional journey. A larger than life emotional anguish. Wow. Wow, that was quite a journey. A journey of emotion, of pain, of anguish. And in terms of technique, there's a lot of what we would call piano shredding, flashy pianistic technique. When I say pianistic, it is idiomatic to the instrument of the piano. Idiomatic means it sounds natural being played on a piano. If you wrote a music that is idiomatic to the violin, it sounds natural to the range and the techniques associated with that instrument. So this is very much an idiomatic piano sonata / symphonic masterpiece. It evokes some Franz Liszt or Chopin compositions where they are mostly pianists. So their compositions are centered with piano as the main focus, using orchestra, the symphonic elements as a support to enhance or to accentuate parts of the pieces. And this is no different from that. But it is such an emotional composition. And I love especially the part by the end when it keeps on changing, modulating to different keys, kind of emotionally signifying that the perspective of Viego is he can't stay put in one emotional center. He's always like unhinged and always needs to pivot away. When he's about to settle in an emotional space, a melodic key or a harmonic key, he needs to pivot away again and again and again. And that was kind of foreshadowed by the intro of that piano with dun 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 dun. Let's listen to that again. So dun da da da, C major, la da da. But it goes away from C major. It's C major, the most traditional tonal center of all. Da, 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 da. That's the foreshadowing right there. When right off the bat, he wants to get away from the emotional center, but kind of returns back to it and then, keeps moving away from it. Very unstable, very unsettled. That is Viego, the Ruined King champion theme. Gwen, the Hallowed Seamstress. Fascinating title, but how does it sound? Cello. Oh, wow, this sounds so classical string quartet, kind of like Schubert. Wow, I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh, also in the beginning, it kind of evoked this repetitive nature of a Philip Glass composition. Okay, that modulation definitely is not classical. There's some class, some elegance, but a little bit of emotional instability with those random modulations. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Those piano arpeggios sound so classy, so elegant, but also so cerebral and a little bit of an emotional elegance to it. Oh, wow. A little bit of nostalgia thanks to the classical guitar. Oh, wow. Somehow, classical guitar always evokes a sense of nostalgia, sense of longing, no matter the arrangement. Just the sound of the nylon classical guitar, it always evokes something from the past. Like a taste of your life, how it was from the before time when things were a little bit more simple. Operatic humming, yes, with string quartet harmony. Sounds so elegant. Oh my god. Yeah, still sounds so orderly, so organized. And emotionally, there's some restraint. Uh-oh, things have unraveled. A little bit of classical flamenco in the influence of that. Wow, yeah, that was impressive. That kind of reminded me a little bit of Hollow Knight Hornet theme. There's this fierceness, but there's also restraint. There's an elegant presence of emotion, of refined harmony, refined melody and chords, but it also borders a little bit on getting unhinged with those random jumps from off-key melodic lines, or sometimes it would just randomly modulate to another tonal center, but the tonal center is mostly maintained to a singular tonal center that is more on the traditional triadic style of writing. But yes, I really enjoyed the restraint of keeping it a little bit more on the traditional classical style, but with a little bit of modern touches, especially with the synth pads or those random key changes. Those are not usually in traditional classical, but of course, this is not classical music per se, but it definitely evokes that style with modern sensibilities. I highly enjoyed this one. Be the first to see my videos at least 1 hour ahead of everyone by supporting the channel via YouTube memberships or Patreon, and keep the videos coming. Links in the description. Kindred, the Eternal Hunters. Wow, that was an interesting flourish right there. Very energetic, but also very intimate. Wow, beautiful melody. It's very unconventional. Woo, that modulation. I like how it's breaking all expectations right off the bat. Whoa, those jumps on the cello. Beautiful. Bach it ain't. Always love a beautiful cello solo. This is fascinating because that kind of style of piano accompaniment is very much a trope of pop music. When you hear a lot of pop music where there's piano accompaniment, they always do this quarter note accompaniment of the harmony, and the vocals sing on top of it. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. But this is very much kind of breaking my expectation of that, because I was gonna expect something that is more traditional to pop sensibilities where there's that kind of quarter note harmony and then a traditional melody will happen on top of it. But no, they come with these so many ornaments happening right away. Very beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh my God. The chaos and order happening all at once. if this was happening in a concert hall, the piano player and the cello player will just be always like constantly in eye contact with just letting it all out, letting all the emotions and all the techniques. I can already imagine it. Somebody like Tina Guo or Yo-Yo Ma playing together with another brilliant concert pianist and just going crazy with all these displays of flashy technique. Short but sweet. Oh my god. There's playfulness, there's chaos, there's danger. Even then, there's this overarching feel of something that is mischievous. Those flourishes from the piano happening from in all sorts of directions, up and down. It kind of reminds me of Navi being this mischievous fairy, just playfully and randomly flying all about wherever she wants to go. This kind of feels like that, although on a bit more intense level. I think this one is my favorite part. There it is again, the playfulness, the mischievous quality. A little bit of magical mysticism to it. That is beautiful. That is chaotic and beautiful at the same time. Just so satisfying. Yeah, the reason why I love that part because it happened only once. Throughout the entire piece, it was more mellow and chill, maintaining that mellow and chill aesthetic. It only went ham in that middle part, and oh my god, wow. It's such a highlight. But also another highlight for me is that beautiful cello solo that doesn't seem to know any tonal center on purpose. So it's just like going places crazy. Again, there's a feeling of randomness to it. It's like, I'm gonna do what I want, whenever I want, however I want. That's the vibe I'm getting here. The songs I feature are based heavily on your collective voices, so use the comments or the suggestion form in the description. Now here's another video for you to enjoy.